It's gonna be a little awkward getting these screws in, I think, with that sockets. Let's see how we go. Oh man, this is gonna be painful. All right. I meant that to happen. Okay, right, at least I can see the screws now. Sorry that this is going to be even worse angle for you. You get to see the top but not what I'm doing inside. Basically I've got these very fiddly little screws with not much access and I can't really see anything. And I just need to get these in so that we can do some fun stuff. That is what's going on. You know what, let's get... Oh, that was that other screwdriver. I was talking about my screwdriver I like. There we go. There's the old one, there's the new ones in the smaller size. That one will do there. Here's the new one, why not? Okay, I am going to try to do this by holding the nut in place on the back and then screwing the screw in. I'm going to use a couple of the screws to, or one of the screws just to get it in the right orientation there. Oh, and this is all because I can't remember where I put my little socket set with the right gauge, but hopefully we can get this done. Yes, okay, cool. All right, we're in business. Put that one in. I was a little worried I was going to spend 20 minutes trying to put these screws in. Fortunately, I think we're okay. There really is not good access to this. And it's okay if I can't get these super tight right now. They'll be secure enough and I'll tighten them down later. They're not going to fall out in this one session. Later on, once I've managed to find my sockets and I can get proper access to that, I'll add some Loctite, which is a bit like a kind of super glue thing for screws. That it'll keep those threads engaged and I'll fully tighten it down. And that should last for ages without a worry. All right, perfect. As well as I can. So I was saying at the start of this stream that so half of the story with why I'm using this as a router table is because I got a table saw upgrade. This was the table saw I made for myself. And I decided to reuse this cabinet to be my router table. The other half of that story, if you missed it, was this was my old little mini router table. That if you've been on my stream before, you've probably seen me using this one. I was using this off stream a week ago and got a little bit much pressure against that blade. It actually tore out the router thing from here and it fell down the ground next to my foot. And I kind of jumped away as it was falling and went and switched off at the power point, but that was a little bit scary. Wasn't quite pants shitting scary, but it was not far off. And so anyway, I was already going to make a better router table. This is it, but then I had to because that died. So MDF probably isn't the best material to make that from. This one, it's got MDF on top, and I'm using MDF on top because it's very flat. underneath, the bit that's actually securing the router is, well, we've got the aluminium plate on top, and then below that under the wood, there's plywood. So in that story, basically we've got aluminium, bit of MDF, then the plywood. So the plywood's just kind of sandwiched in the middle. It's not part of the structural integrity for this table. This is just this surface that stuff goes over. So I'm not at all worried about having that same problem reoccur. I deliberately made this extra thick as well. So I've got not only the MDF, I've got the plywood as well. I could have done this just with the plywood, but I wanted to make sure that I had adequate thickness there to hold it in place properly. So that's the story there. This should work. Let's go and put the router in. Oh, you lived in Frankfurt, did you, Willie? Well, I won't speak German in front of you because it's one thing to speak to a German because they kind of appreciate the effort. I think anyone who's from another country, and but someone who's not from German, I won't try and speak German in front of you. It's just embarrassing. Okay. What do we got? Da, 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 da. Yes, you are welcome to speak all the German you want in channel, just in case there's any doubt. I know some channels, I know they have rules of, you know, English only please or whatever, and I don't like that. I mean, I guess once your channel gets to a certain size, it could be a bit disruptive if you've got people speaking a bunch of different languages. It can be a bit exclusionary and that kind of stuff, but I have no concerns at all, just in case you're worried if that's like a Twitch norm to not do that or something like that. Go wild, speak German, speak whatever you want.